that we attempt to hear them feel heard. Doesn't mean we have to agree, but they have to feel heard. And, you know, listening is not hearing the words. It's making the other person feel that they were heard. We don't get to decide when hearing has happened, when listening has happened. They do. And so I think the exercise is sitting down with people and say, tell me what you're going through. Tell me what you're afraid of. And let them tell their story. We have no answers. We're not there to object. We're not there to react. We're not there to fix or tell them that they're wrong. Women are better than this than men. And I think that has to happen.
You listen deeply to that other person, and they reveal their secret desires and what they're not getting from the world. Just take that in and go, if I give her a gift or take her to a place that fills that very thing that she said she's not getting, man, that'll have such a powerful effect on that person. Even if you've been in a relationship for 2 or 3 years. And I've been in a relationship for decades, I'm afraid I have to admit. And you still have to go through that process.
Really?
Yeah.
Hello, good evening. My name is Zadok. Welcome to Unspoken, the podcast. And today we'll be talking about active listening, the lost art of connection. And from the video you've watched, you know, you've listened to the speakers talk about listening. It's not just about having, when we talk about communication, it's not just about expressing ourselves. It's not just about talking. Are you listening? Are you listening to respond? Or are you listening to comprehend? Do you even pick things that the people around you say? You know, these are things that affect us both in our public and private life, in our relationships, in our friendships, in our situationships. Do you even listen? Do you understand what people want? Or do you just try to force your thoughts, your ideas down their throat? But as usual, you know I don't come alone. I come with a group, and I'll let them do the introductions.
My name is Nduka Chukuma. Thanks for bringing me on once again.
Welcome, sir.
My name is Bakari Adeshino, as you all know. Thanks for seeing you guys again.
Welcome.
And I'm Ituno Itunji. Happy to be here.
Welcome. All right, Ituno, let me start from you today now.
Well,
what's your thoughts on that video about active listening? Do you think men listen? Do you listen?
Speaking for myself, I think since I've learned about the act of listening, because I think it's a topic that needs to be learned. It's not something that's just natural. Maybe it occurs naturally to some people, but then in this side of the world, like possibly for most of us, it doesn't really. We always want our opinions to be heard. We always want our opinions to be the main thing in the room. So, as for me, while coming for the podcast, there was this quote I heard while coming. Or was it a quote or it was a story about Miles David, the popular singer or pianist. He was on set with one of his guys, and one of the junior guys played a wrong note. And instead of bashing him or telling them to stop the whole thing, because he listened and he wanted the guy to grow, or he saw an opportunity to play something that goes with that chord. So like because the chord was off, the chord the guy played was off, so he could have disrupted everything. But listening as a someone that's mastered listening, he knew what to do next, and then he played something that went in line with that chord, which it was supposed to be a disaster, but then everything just went well, like nothing happened. So that's someone that listened. That was if he wasn't listening to the chord, he would have continued playing what they were playing, and the whole thing would just sound so disrupted. So there are two things when you don't listen. Two things involved when you don't listen. Is either the person talking to you either yields to your own opinion, or there's going to be an argument. Mm-hmm. When people yield to your opinion, most times it's kind of dehumanizing. Like you're kind of not making them feel heard. You're not giving them the confidence to be able to speak their mind at all times, because they know when they say this thing, you're definitely going to turn it down and you're not going to listen. You're not going to allow them express themselves, how they feel. You see them from their own perspective, and then you don't, most of the time, you don't even have to talk sometimes. You just need to understand the situation on ground and find a way to find a balance with it. So a lot of us don't listen, and we need to learn the act of listening because it helps the community grow. When you listen to people empathetically, you bring them closer. You are able to form a community because they know there's someone always ready to listen to them. There's someone always ready to hear them out, even if what they're going to say is not going to make sense. But they don't know it doesn't make sense. But then they feel it, and as time goes on, they have confidence to be able to speak and then grow and then continue to renew the way they think, and because of the fact that they have someone that can help them grow with what they say. So that's what I think.
Okay, thank you. Shino, so to you personally, what is active listening? And how has it helped you in your work life and in your personal life?
Let me do that first. Let me clear the pathway. Number one, let's talk from the reality, human part of the body. We have 2 ears, 1 mouth. It's ratio 2 to 1. So that means God has even made it so easier for every one of us, to listen more. That means you listen twice before you say one thing. Do you get it? That means you must listen more. So that means there's a value that comes with listening. Let me say personally, I try to listen very well. There are some people that communication skills is 0 to them. So if you don't listen to them to the end, the way they start is not the way they will end. So if you judge them from where they start from, you miss them. You miss the way. You will misquote them, and they will start telling you what you did, and you not listen very well. But when you started with this thing. But when you're an active listener, you will understand people better. That's number one. Number two is you will give them confidence. In any way, someone is saying something, he knows that you are a good listener, he will be free to talk to you. For example, your children at home. The children like to say something, even if they are saying rubbish. They love a better listener. If the father is a better listener, that's the person they will love. If the mother is a person that, don't do that, shut up, yeah, they will turn their back on the person. Do you get it? Even it brings a better communication between two people, between 2 or more people, if you listen very well, because you tend to understand people better. When you are calm, they see you as a calm person when you listen more than respond. And it makes you as a person a better person in terms of wisdom. Because you'll be able to package everything, structure every of their response before you now say it out.
Yeah, okay.
Well, like what my brother said, it doesn't come by naturally. It's an act that we have to learn and grow. I wasn't a good listener initially. I'm talking about when I got married. I don't really know maybe yes, even from when I was alone. Of course, you can't tell who you are until you begin to have something to do with someone else. Then the person will begin to reveal to you who you are. Actually, marriage will always reveal to you who you are. Yeah. So I wasn't a good listener naturally, because men and women, they have different way of communication. Definitely, men are point blank. Women they will begin to, they are going to bury. They start from Ojo. Men, I have my, So initially I wasn't, but then at a point I began to grow. Where I am now today, I'm better off that, So I would say that I'm still growing because sometimes things will happen and I will, I'm still growing. Yes, but I want to also add that active listening is, will I say, what will help relationship to blossom, what will help us in our the video we watched. So we should learn to listen. All you need to do is just keep quiet. Let the person talk. Just keep quiet and watch the person, let the person talk, and then in the end, you may not really do any other thing. All the person wanted is just someone that will listen to him or her. Sometimes we try to listen to respond, and the person doesn't really want you to respond. Even the person talking doesn't know that he doesn't want you to respond. They are just talking. You just be there, listen, and then if there is need to respond in the end, or you just be saying, oh my show, you mean that? That's just what you need to say, and then, So I think it's a good thing. We should grow in that art, and again, I'm growing.
All right, but in listening, right, how often do we comprehend what is being said or the message that is being passed by the other person? But sometimes we just, so that it just doesn't feel like we are not listening. They say we should listen. Oh yeah, let's start listening. Are we actually comprehending what they are saying, or we probably just want to listen to respond, or do we just,
Sometimes we don't. Like you said, there are people that you will wait until they finish what they're saying, before you really actually understand where they're coming from or what they're actually saying, So I think sometimes we don't. And that is why every one of us must grow in this area. You must think of what we're talking about today. This topic is very vital. If I must grow my relationship, whether it is business, relationship, romantic, or whatever, I must grow in this area. I should be able to listen, not to respond, but to understand the person, to be empathetic. Sometimes the person, like I said earlier on, just wanted someone that will hear him or hear her. Okay? So,
What I would also add to that is you might not understand at first, but just be present. When you're present when you're fully present, there are, I don't know, when we're young, they will be like, you are here, but your spirit is somewhere else. Like, you're not hearing, you're there, but you're not there. So, like, if you're actively present there, there's no way, one way or the other, you would be able to contribute. You might not fully grasp the full situation, because as you're calm and collected, the situations don't unfold immediately. Like, it doesn't unfold immediately. It unfolds as the conversation proceeds. So when you're present in the conversation, you're at interval, as the person is talking, you're trying to get what they are saying. Like, are you saying this? Like, asking an open-ended question. Like, are you trying to say this just to understand their standpoint? Like, okay, is this what you're trying to say? So you wouldn't get lost in the conversation. So are you saying this? Is this what I'm hearing? Like, all those kind of questions will help you. And it will even tell the person that you're talking to that this person is present in this conversation. This person is actually actively listening to me, because they are trying to figure out how to come in that situation.
All right. So if I get you clearly now, Shino, this is to you now. If I get it to know clearly now, we should piggyback what people say and seek clarity. Is that?
Yes, but I feel in every situation is different. The person you are actually trying to listen to matters. You might actually sometimes listening to some people may not be the right thing, because at the whole end you just feel like, is it wasted? Is it not a wasted time? Do you get it? But listening is good, but the way it's categorized in different ways. The kind of person you talk to, the kind of person that is trying to give you pass the information. But the best thing is just to listen. Even if you want to correct the person, listen first. It helps. It helps. It brings out maturity in people. Do you get it? Listening to people is not easy, I won't lie to you. As time goes on, when you continue listening to them, you try to break in between and tell them, okay, like he said, is this what you're trying to say? So that the time for that person is using is spending on telling you so many things. You can break it and make it, if it's 10 minutes, you can break it to 5 minutes by asking questions. Okay, where are you going?
But in asking those questions, that conversation will look like an interrogation.
That's why I said it depends on the person that you are talking to, or that is talking to you.
I do not think it will become an interrogation.
Because now, when people begin to speak to you, and yes, I understand you're seeking clarity, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes also you have very low tolerance for BS, so you're trying to get straight to
That means you are not patient.
No,
Someone that will be a good listener must be patient.
So that's one attribute, right?
Yes.
Now, you're also seeking clarity. But also, I think part of the things with active listening is also you have to be very careful with yourself as a whole.
Facial expression.
Your facial expression,
That's
your
why
body
I said
gestures.
your person and the person you're
as
talking
they
to
are speaking
matters.
to you,
Do you
they
get
are
it?
also watching you.
Definitely.
Now, imagine you're tired. Now, you're so fatigued and somebody wants to talk to you and like, okay, and you don't want to, and you're like, okay, you want to talk to me? Okay. And, telling you that you're dozing off and that you're already tired and someone's like, I want to tell you about my day. You're like, all right, and you're dozing.
That alone speaks a lot. It's one kind of communication to the person that, yes, I want to listen to you. If the person can understand that, but I'm tired.
But the person can. But now, when you now just tell the person, oh, sorry, we cannot. Can we?
That
move
is
this,
why I
can we
said
move this
the kind of
conversation
person,
to another
the kind
time?
of person you're trying to listen to matters. Do you get it? If the person too must be a good listener. Must be understanding enough to know that, yes, this is the best time to talk to this person. This is the best time the person can listen very well to me. Because everybody, we are not the same.
But what if
you can't expect me to be listening. If you say one thing today, you want to tell me this thing today, the same thing you want to tell me another thing tomorrow.
What if they come to you?
me.
What if they come to you because you are their safe space?
Now, I'm sorry. I want to say something about what you just said.
Yes.
Okay. Like I said before, when it comes to romantic relationship, you have the time.
You
What
must
they, what,
even
they
devote
said,
the time.
what they said last year, they will say it, repeat it. Do you understand? Like I said, I wasn't a good listener initially, but then I had to grow. You have to be
Master
there.
it.
You have to be there. Let them talk and talk, whether what they're saying is...
That's why I said patience must be added to a good listener.
Yes.
Because there are so many things people want to tell you, but it's not relevant. If you give them too much opportunity, they
might not be relevant at that point in time. Doesn't mean it might be relevant later.
Thank God for this topic. There is nothing that is irrelevant. To you, it is irrelevant. But
at
to
that
the person
time,
talking, it may
relevant.
be her whole world.
Yes.
Okay? That's why you have to stay there.
Yeah.
It's not an easy thing. Like you said it now. Listening is not... you have to stay there.
that's why I said...
stay in.
That's why I actually made the example for you to know that, yes, listening can come with the disadvantage, but you have to be patient.
Yeah.
It comes with patience. The virtue of patience is added to anybody that wants to be a good listener.
Should we consider it as patience or tolerance?
The two.
It can be both.
It can be both. There are times patience can be yes, but you tolerate you tolerate it. Patience and tolerance. They're like very close. They're very close.
If you're tolerating someone, at some point you can
snap.
You can snap. Yes.
So,
But then
So you shouldn't be tolerant. Then.
what I
You
would
should be patient.
what I would say is this listening thing that we're talking about. It is not easy. It's something you have to learn and always put yourself in the state when you're ready to speak. Try as much as possible to hold yourself some seconds more, like before speaking. Allow the person land, because there's something about life. This speaking thing and life in general it feels like a psychology. It feels like a psychology class. This topic to me, because in life, like you said, you come back home, you're stressed and all, and someone wants to talk to you. if you just don't want, if something bad happens at that point, maybe there's a fire alarm and you have to run out of the house, you will definitely have that strength to run out of the house. So you have to cultivate, you have to build up yourself. I understood this when I realized I was talking to my fiance, and at the beginning, when we are talking, I'm not someone that talks too much. Like, I like my conversation to be very direct and straightforward. But then you like to talk about things, we'll talk about things 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and then I'm like, we said this thing last week. We mentioned this thing 2 weeks ago. I don't think I have an answer to this conversation right now, but I'm still ruminating over it. But you do not snap on her or let her know that what she's saying, you've been repeating this thing, you've been nagging on this thing for so long. But you have to listen, because for every time you're talking about it, there are different things. For every time you are talking about it and you're listening, there are different solutions or insights that are coming into you. When I was coming, I actually listened to it. It feels like psychology, or it feels like or when you're talking to it, or what are these people you go to therapists. When you allow life happen to you, you empty yourself when you're listening to people. You do not, when you allow your ego to come over you, what the other person is saying might not make sense. But when you allow life happen, you just stay there, still your mind, still let them speak. Don't stop. Let them speak. And then you don't know, like, it brings, even the Bible said it, even the fool is considered wise when they are not talking, when they are quiet, because you will be able to process things the right way when you're calm about your...
Though I still agree with you that sometimes you may ask them to, please, can we talk about this next time?
Yeah.
Of my personal experience, my morning hours are very, very, very expensive. Yeah. Okay, I wake up, by 4, do my quiet time. Then maybe by 6, I will ring the bell. The family will come up for prayers. The next 30 minutes, the children will begin to go and prepare, because we have to leave home by 7. My boy is the head boy in school, so we must get there by 7:30. Now, I don't have more than 5 minutes for anything. Do you understand? My wife now say, Mama Lala call, Mama, I have one. I say, oh my God, this woman has started again. That begin to blow gongra. But this time, I don't have these 2 hours, very expensive, And I begin to tell one dream. So, and my attitude will tell her that you do understand? So that usually causes problem. Yeah. So now, that's why I said that sometimes you will tell the person, okay, can we talk about this next time? Yeah. Maybe when we come back, so the person will and the person will really understand. And sometimes we are dealing with women. Sometimes they don't understand. I'm sorry. That's they don't understand.
Or they choose not to understand.
That's what I mean. They will say, let's talk about it. But you know that we don't have this time. Look at, I must leave home by 7. This boy must get to school by 7:30, blah, blah, blah. But they want to get things out. That is where you have to strike a balance.
I feel this conversation is more or less like an advice. Yeah. It will be, I don't know how to put it. The reality of it is it's not easy. I won't lie to you, because it can't be every time you will be doing it. Count how many times you wake up, feel tired, you come back. It has happened to me several times. There are times I will get home and I will want to listen. I will listen today. Next day, I will listen. Third day, I will listen. Fourth day, I will be calm. Like, okay, Aratin coming, but let me chill. Fifth day, Aratin coming, let me chill. 7th day, I will spark.
Should you?
No, I shouldn't. But there's a limit to some things. Human being, we are not robotic. Our system is not a one-way thing. Do you get it? As we are all human, so things can change, things can happen. But the best thing is to be a good listener. For you to be a good listener, you just have to master it.
Can I ask you a question, sir, with that thing? When you snap, Do you like the feeling?
I don't like the feeling, but there's something that needs to be done. Let me tell you what needs to be done. The other party needs to understand that, yes, this person has been doing this. So for this guy to spark now, that means
Just
I've
on a
passed
just
the
on a
boundary.
lighter note, somebody said, "How do you think you will understand what God produced while you were asleep?" They took her out of your rib to produce her. But you can't understand. I'm still coming from that angle. You can't understand.
That is
Do
why
you
I
understand?
said.
So you will have to build that,
It's a learning
you have
process.
to build it.
But the reality is, it takes time. But you have to do it.
Now, because this is it now. Active listening is a conflict resolution tool.
Yep.
Yes.
So when you
Yes.
decide to snap,
Yep.
you are starting something you
No,
cannot
I'm not
fix.
saying it's good. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying the reality, from the realistic
Yeah.
part of it. It's not easy.
No, no,
but
okay, so-
you have to just,
okay,
but
now-
the result
now,
is not
this,
nice.
This is what I want to get to.
The result is not nice.
This is where I'm going now. You've noticed that this tension is building. So why didn't you look for a way to let the steam out this time? Before it build up to you snapping.
That is where you mastering that attitude comes in with time. It can't come in. See, we are talking from reality. You can't say, okay, everybody, this thing is easy. Continue to do it. Do it this way. Do it this way. No. I will tell you, yes, this thing is not realistic, but it's the best way to just cure this this disease. Do you get it? Be a good listener. Out of being a good listener, you have this to gain. Do you get it? So, me, I'm telling you from my own reality that yes, I always snap when it gets to some point. But with time, it got to me that me snapping does not even do anything. I respond that, babe, I beg. We'll talk about this thing tomorrow. Let me sleep a little bit.
There's a line of thought I was
And it was
pursue, right? But that will be
time
after
bound.
the break, right? There's a line of thought I want us to pursue after the break. But now, you discovered that you build up that pressure.
Yes.
Did you find another way to let that pressure out before it gets to you?
I could have found another way out, but I found a better way out. Do you get it? There might be another one, but the one I found, I feel it's worked for me.
You care to explain after the break?
Maybe.
All right. Let's go for that break. We'll expand anyway. We'll come back.
For the same reasons as a man. They're communicating to broadcast and feel heard, but they don't expect you and don't want you to solve the problem. Literally just shut up, sit there. Do you just want me to listen or do you want my thoughts? And 90% of the time she goes, just listen. I will highly encourage you to do this. Every night I roll over before I fall asleep and I go, babes, tell me about your day. And she will tell me about all the struggles and the setbacks and challenges. And I just listen. Oh my God, that sounds tough. Tell me more. Just remember, you don't need to fix it.
That's a great question.
Like, what did you hear? If one of us would say something and the other one didn't really take it that great, he would say to me, what did you hear?
That's a great question.
Like, what did you hear? Because this is what I said, but what did you hear that I said?
Right.
And it's something that we still use to this day. He'll say something to me and I'll respond. No, but what did you hear? Because I didn't say that, but you're hearing it.
Hey, for the listeners, take note on that because that works. That is really useful and good.
It's so useful because it's true. Someone can say something to you and my brain totally took it a different way.
Yeah, you already made an assumption. You already made a decision on what's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was one.
Welcome back. So from that clip now, it says we shouldn't assume. And like we've talked about it earlier, seek clarification during the listening process so you don't make assumptions and then you're on the same page, right? Yes, but you wanted to share us how you let out steam sometimes in listening. Now, because also when you listen to people, you also don't want to make it seem like a chore. So you don't get bored or because the thing is this now, depending on what area you are applying the active listening, let's say in a relationship, a work, friendship, and go. Because let's be very realistic. You might be that person that there's your group of friends. Whenever they hit rock bottom, they find themselves that difficult space. They just call you up like, hey, Shiro, what's up? This was happening. This was happening. This one calls you today. The other person calls you tomorrow. And then you look at it that everybody calls you. Now you listen. But sometimes you find that you keep that person that keeps pouring into other people, but people find it hard to pour into you because they feel, Shino is okay, Shino is all right, Shino's doing well. He doesn't have a problem. So in that instance, how do you balance the active listening? Do you now tell them that, hey guys, me too, I want to talk? Or how do you handle that?
Let me go back to where we stopped before the break. I tried to fix myself in that situation when I discovered that even when I spark, we both go back to bed not feeling fine. Do you get that? Means I've added more pressure to myself. I'll keep asking myself, why didn't I listen to her? It doesn't take time. Man, tomorrow now she will, God. It will lead to another thing. She will feel maybe I'm annoyed, I'm angry or something. That's why I sparked. And you sparking might come in a lighter way or in the harsh way. Do you get it? So I discovered that this thing is not the right way because it's bringing in another issue. And I don't want you. That's why I said, let me sleep. So why don't I come and listen? So when she sees that I'm sleeping or feels like, yes, this guy is tired, she can see it. She will know that, yes, this is what it is. So with time, we balanced it out. And it worked for me. So I felt, okay, that time, that was the best solution. So I never looked for another solution. So in another, the question that you just asked now, see, you said it before. There are times listening becomes like a fun thing to you. This one calls you today, guy, how far? I have this problem. You listen to them. Out of that listening, you are learning. Out of that listening, you are gaining some things. You are seeing your true person, who you are. When you tell for them to come back to you, that means they are getting a particular solution. The feedback they are getting is what makes them come back. So it becomes an hobby to you. It becomes something more important to you to save life when you listen. Because they feel like, yes, you are their burden breaker. You calm them down. Anytime they have loads in their head, they have somebody to call, like, guy, I'm having issues in this situation. By the time you talk to them, they feel safe. So they come back to you all the time. So you yourself, you feel so happy. You feel fulfilled. That yes, you are giving solution to some people.
Correct. Because your questions still, you mentioned something about you keep pouring and it feels like you're not getting back. Well, what I would say to that is that when you're pouring to people, it means that you can't be pouring when you don't have a source. And your source, I don't know what people saw that, but my own source is always God. Because that's someone I can vent to anytime, any day, any hour, any minute. And you're like a river of living water that keeps flowing. So when it flows in you, you'll be able to flow into other people without even needing them to flow back into you.
Okay.
And one way or the other, this God will make someone else that might not be them flow into you.
Okay.
All right. Now, from your experience with what you do, right? So how does it feel when you have to, I'm sure there are times where disputes are brought before you.
Yeah.
And then you are also asking yourself, I'm not a judge. Even these things that are being said to me, I'm also guilty of it.
Yeah.
Right? So how do you strike a balance, listening, and giving feedback without seeming like you're taking sides or you're judging anybody?
Oh, no. Number one is that we are not perfect. Like what we're talking about today, I just told you that I'm growing. I wasn't, who I am now. some time back. So what I want to say, number one, is that I will always own up.
Yeah.
You know, tell you now. Concerning the job I do, you are not judging anybody. Number one, they came to you, right? And they brought issues to you. I will do my best to give the best counsel, to tell you, look, this thing you did here is not right, or you should do it, you know, the other way. Now, when we talk about judging, I think it's more than telling someone that I don't think you are right. It depends on how you put it. I don't think you are right here. Oh, no, my brother, don't do it this way. Do you understand? It's the way I put it determines, you know. So I think that we should be able to tell people the truth, but we should tell them the truth with love. Okay? You're not judging them, you know. And I won't feel guilty sometimes if I see that what you brought to me is what I'm, you know, I will tell you and go back and keep working on myself. It gives me an opportunity to also work on myself, knowing that, look, you have to grow so that you will give them a very, you know, valuable, you know, response, not just what you read in the book, but from your experience.
All right. So, Shina, what do you do? How do you work on yourself, right, to become a better listener, to be that person? Because already, from what's been said on the table, it's something that we have to keep working at, right? We have to keep working on.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? What do you practice to help you become better at this?
Number one, I always try as much as possible to read through myself. Reading through yourself means, yes, you can put yourself in somebody's position. Okay. Somebody that can put, somebody like me that can put myself in somebody's position, that means I should be able to view the situation of things. So it makes me recap it, think about it, know it, and be able to know the kind of response so that I won't mislead them. So I mostly work on myself. Like, I just look at myself like, yes, what do I need to do if I start arguing? Number one, I don't like arguments. I always try to fix. Argument is good, but argument must
Would it be argument or debate?
If we say debate, that means we are there's something that is judging us in between, or there's somebody that is going to tell us we're not trying.
No.
I always see it like, let's argue.
Something might be shared, you understand? It's just sharing both sides of the coin without actually no winner, no vanquish, right? But with an argument, most times, somebody wants to dominate that. Somebody wants to.
That is where we get it wrong. Argument can lead to so many things. But me, I always value argument to be something that we learn from each other. We must strike a balance at the whole end. Yes, okay. You have an idea, I have an idea. I'm trying to prove to you that this idea is right. You are trying to prove to me that this idea is right. Yes, don't let us fight about it. Let us bring it to the table.
But that's the maturity from your own side. You're trying to be mature about it. What if that person, there are people that are not good at these things, right? And they just feel like, no, why is that?
Practice law of withdrawal. My brother, you feel, we all have opinions to life. And there's no manual to life. The way you do it might be the right way you do it and you succeed. Do you get it? But if 90% are doing it the way you are doing it, and I can see it, why am I not convinced enough to know that, yes, this thing is the right thing? Do you get it? So if I'm not convinced, you can give up at any point. So you will not enjoy yourself emotionally. So the way I do my thing is, yes, I like listening to people. I want to know your opinion. I have a guy where in the place, the guy likes arguing. The guy can tell you that this door is not door. This door is a way, a passage, a distance. I'll just look at him like, my brother, this is a door. It's simple. They call it door. Open, close, door. Simple. That's all. And if he wants to continue, okay, thank you very much. I've passed my information. And I leave. Because there are some things, there are some people that you will try to listen to if you are not careful. If you are not careful, they will change your own mindset.
Is that a bad or a good thing?
It's to you. It's a personal thing. I won't lie to you. It's a personal thing. You can judge. If it's good to you, you stay by it.
What I was about to say is that it will end into fight.
No, I was even saying.
But
That's why I said.
if you are able to convince me, fine, I will take your. If you're able to
the person has a superior
convince me,
argument?
yes, if you have a superior argument,
So how would you judge a superior argument? Is it by the quotes, by the references, or by the logic behind it?
no, besides logic, there should be results.
There are facts and figures.
There should be results.
Everywhere.
So
For
if
anything.
yes, I will always
in this era of
submit
AI?
to superior argument. There should
Era
be
of
results.
AI, you
tell
should,
me,
as well, maybe me.
Yeah, like okay. So results. Okay, so
Yes.
you would a better argument would be result driven.
Yeah,
Verified
Just give me facts,
Verified.
and I will submit
Yes,
to.
and then I will submit to
I
you.
will submit to
But there
you.
are some arguments. There are some argument that this thing is just someone just want to bring out.
But
something.
some wouldn't.
Well,
some wouldn't
we're
even
going
have-
for a quick break, but yeah, I want you to air your line before we go for the
Yeah,
break.
like some wouldn't even have results. Like there are things that just come to you, like not like you can't explain to people. You hear some ideas sometimes, and people will be like, "No, that can never work. That will never work." And then you see it work. We can't really tell except through it. There's always a nudge in us that tells us that tells you. That's what I wanted to say, that sometimes people don't listen to themselves. There's the act of active listening to others. There's also actively listening to your mind, to your own self, to yourself. What is your heart telling you? What are you feeling at the moment?
That's why I said there's
Yeah.
no manual to life.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's your heart that is telling you your inner demons?
You might be. You can be able to figure that
Well,
one out.
it
You
dep-
yourself should
it
be
depends
able
on
to
the one you are riding with.
Yes. The one that is
more
actually
controlling.
being with you.
Yeah.
That you know very well.
So you know when your demons are speaking.
No,
and
you
know
can
when-
recognize the voice. You know when this one, at least he might have told you, do this, drink that water, and you've drank the water, and the water turned to poison. You might have done some things that this thing, I say, this man, you are here.
All right, let's go on that break now, and then we'll resume afterwards. Yeah.
So I needed to learn that when my partner comes to me and says anything along the lines of, it made me upset when, or I'm feeling hurt because, or I would really like it if you, that is now my cue that I need to resist the urge to talk and move into a listening role. Now, of course, the way someone brings up their feelings or concerns without criticism or blame or aggressiveness is still vital and absolutely contributes to whether this is a productive discussion or turns into a fight. But my point is, when Emily brings up something that's important to her, my priority needs to be listening to understand her perspective instead of arguing or interrupting or defending myself or making it all about me. Those things don't lead to understanding, they lead to her feeling unheard and alone, right? What leads to understanding is when someone takes an interest in your inner world and asks questions, right? Tell me what happened to lead you to feel this way. Help me understand how my actions and behaviors impacted you. And can we talk about what you need from me to repair and reconnect after this? These questions calm our nervous system. They make us feel prioritized and seen and safe. The opposite is becoming angry when your partner is frustrated with you, getting triggered when they calmly express a feeling or desire. When we punish our partner for being vulnerable or honest, that's the fastest way to push them away.
To spend one day where you don't answer back, where people don't listen to understand, people listen to respond. Don't be a person that is just listening to a person to then have them stop and then you give them your opinion. I challenge you to spend one day where you don't answer back, where you don't have an opinion, and you just ask people questions and listen.
Welcome back. So Shino, let's go past it now. Is it possible now, in your line, with your experience, is it just possible to just listen to people without actually saying anything?
Sure.
And they don't feel like, oh, you're not, this person is not empathizing with us, it's not showing that empathy,
No. Now, when you listen without saying anything, what I mean, is that not that we just be looking at them. No. While they are talking, you'll be chipping in something. Okay.
So you nod your head.
Yes, eye contact.
The
and you're not,
gesticulation.
You're not
So
snubbing
in
them.
the end, you may not really give the person anything, and the person will be satisfied. Okay, especially women, you know, So you have to. My brother used the word "be in the discussion." You have to be present.
So it doesn't sound like they're ranting.
Yeah, no, that's where I have to work on myself, because we are not built, to sit and listen. We are not built to waste time. I mean, men, we want it point blank, but they will give you details. Sometimes this is something they've told you 10,000 times, but you will be careful. You have to be patient enough to listen to know and then
No, but because the thing is, I'm not deaf. I hear you the first time, I hear you the second time, I hear you the third time. Why do you keep repeating these same things?
Because
I'm not deaf.
Because she's a woman. Period.
Also, when we listen, in romantic relationship now, you listen and you act.
Yeah.
When you've actively listened, then you act. When women don't see that action, they will keep repeating themselves. And then probably that action is not coming because of some circumstances for you as a man.
Yeah.
And you cannot tell them what the circumstance is, or probably you've mentioned those circumstances a lot of times and they still don't understand it. They will keep talking about it. Okay. So you keep having to
explain the circumstances
until
and reassuring them that I'm on it.
Yeah.
But the way men are built, right? It's just like we, when as religious people, you pray to God. Sometimes you get a response. Sometimes immediately.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to wait.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's no response.
Yeah.
And then looking at the fact that men are fixers, we try to fix things, right? So once we listen to you, we feel, oh, you've brought a problem. Let me fix it, right? And then you find out that sometimes they don't even want you to fix anything. They just want you to listen. Now, she's repeating this thing. I know what she wants to get at. But at this point in time, I'm incapacitated. I've repeated it over and over that. You know what? We have to wait. These things have to go in process now. I need you to give me 1 minute each. Yeah, tell me, what do you think men can do in such situations?
Keep listening, keep explaining yourself, keep reassuring.
Is it not tiring?
Well, you have to grow.
There's a song.
Yes.
I always listen to. The song is always in my ear. Any man, the first thing that you need to know entering a marriage, entering any relationship, patience is number one. Patience comes with communication, how you communicate. When you know there's a particular time you need to spark, there's a particular time you need to just be calm. In fact, there's a particular time you need to be a fool. Let me say that. Do you get it? So you just have to practice it. It's no choice. For you to enjoy your relationship, you need patience, I feel.
Thank you. Yeah, it's enough?
Yeah, with what you said, I would just say, understand your temperance and work on it. Like, be water, flow. When you're flowing, like, when you allow yourself just flow, a lot of times we are burdened with so much. We are burdened with so many problems, and then another person is coming to come and tell you to actively listen. It's not easy. Like, you're going through so much and you're telling me to listen to this, but then it's your reaction to life is also your reaction in your relationship. It's the same in every aspect of life. When you allow yourself to flow, when you're in tune with yourself, you are in line with who you are, you just work on yourself and keep learning, and you get there.
Thank you very much. Hello. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I have learned a lot. I'm learning to be more patient, to listen actively, and to be a better me. So we'll come your way next week. Have a wonderful period. Share, like, comment, give us your feedback so we can help get each other better at the things we do. Have a wonderful week.